Hello, everybody. Welcome back to. Welcome back? Why do I keep saying welcome back? Am I expecting
Okay.
people to leave?
Yes, we are.
Frankly,
No,
yes.
please stay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 37 of Random Part with myself, Cone Dodger, Kurt J. Mac, and ZK. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Well,
This recording's gonna be a little weird, probably, because I'm not at my regular recording setup, and everything's wrong and weird. But we're making the most of it because that's what you should do when you find your piece of crap car that you buy and regret buying, right?
make the best of it. You hunt down a radiator.
Actually, a little segue there. I had a conversation with ZK about the finances of Ramon Park. Like, have we lost money or not? And we don't know whether or not you lost money on the SVX or not.
I mean, I certainly lost money. Like, if you're counting like the insurance and like the
Oh, you
registration.
can't count the insurance. That's
You can't count consumables. Okay?
right. Like, you can't count how much gas you put into it. That's not part of it.
Isn't it though? Isn't it?
Did
No.
you make more on it than you put into the radiator and the window track and that stuff?
Yes. If you're just talking about the dollars purchased for and then the dollars sold for, yes.
That is a level
Maybe
that
like $100.
that is a level that me and ZK will never get near. Just will never happen. Do you have any automotive news? I mean, this is a news program after all. Anything worth noting of the past 2 weeks?
To the news desk. A lot of the newer ads around here have started to take on a very orangey yellow tinge. You can really tell when people took their pictures.
That's too much like news, Kurt. That's too much.
Yeah, I know, that's too real. It's too real.
Too real. Oh no! Before we get too carried away here, let's start looking at ads, such as a Ranman Parked, such as this lovely nugget. Do you know anything about Simcas?
I have never heard that word before.
I've
Isn't that
heard
what
the
you put in
word.
your car to get, put in your phone to get service?
You are just the worst. Yeah, I know the name Simca from something, and I don't know why, and I don't know why this is here, and I need it. I want it, and it's not. It's a very much so abandoned car that is for sale for $2,500, and it's very bizarre. But sadly, it only had one picture, and I have a very strict rule on Random Parked. It can't be on the show if it has only one picture. So, you didn't see it.
So delete it.
The real Random Parked this week is a collection of Mark I English Ford Cortinas. I have 4 Mark I Cortinas, 3 whole cars and 1 body. Don't look like I'm gonna get them restored, which is sad. Lots of good parts, accepting offers, buy one or all. But look at the cute little faces and their weird, strange.
Oh,
Yeah,
I never noticed those.
they're weird.
They're very sad taillights.
Sad, but
Was that like a clamshell front, or was that just the fender popped off?
I think it looks like it's a regular hood from this view.
Yeah.
Not a ton of pictures here, but just enough to know that
You've
for
been
a
there, man.
dollar, you can have a collection of bad ideas. And how did they get all of these in and here, and then decide, you know what the best thing to do with these? Let's put them in the woods.
Maybe
It
it
looked like
maybe
the
it
only
wasn't
thing they
wood.
have in the woods.
Oh no.
I mean, they did say they have a body.
They do say that they have 3 hole and 1 body. It doesn't say car body. It seems like a great project start for somebody else that wants a collection of weird cars in their woods.
To be honest, they don't look wrecked or anything,
They're not like rotten, no.
which is weird because normally when you see cars in woods and collections, it's like someone's junkyard essentially.
It's a very different car show. Instead of cars and coffee, it's cars and woods.
Cars and bodies. Which one will you find first?
Probably the bodies.
But
But
they all seem
between
to have like their own, like their headlights are all in
yeah,
still, and
they're not.
the chrome looks all okay.
It seems like somebody legitimately got these as if, yeah, I'm gonna restore these, and then they died.
That explains the
They
body.
were the body the whole
The
time.
body. All right, Kurt. What you ran when parking?
The most
Go.
economical car we've ever had.
Is
A
it?
1927 Ford Roadster Dry Lakes top speed racer for $15,000. It last ran in, where does it say? 10 years ago, and has been stored in a heated shop, but they believe the car will run. It has a 2-liter Ecotec 4-cylinder. It's front wheel drive.
Oh, what?
It ran at El Mirage in Bonneville. It's not street legal, by the way.
I was wondering.
Yeah,
It has a Solstice engine, but I
those
guess
are known for speed.
I guess it's backwards. Like it must have a drive shaft to the front, because there's no way it's in between those wheels.
Yeah, I'm confused as well.
That's confusing, Kurt. No title.
Well-
Can't buy it.
You don't need it. It's not street legal.
Yeah. So, yeah. Huh. Wait, didn't it say turbocharged?
It just
Uh,
said,
Oh, it just says 2-liter attack. Oh, okay. So it's not.
yeah.
Oh, okay. How weird. Now, I mean, top speed racing, one of those things that people do is like they just pick a class to try to do the best in instead of like something interesting. Just like front wheel drive NA is probably a not very contested in class, so they built this because it's like the best you could do front wheel drive.
Right.
You wouldn't actually want it, but I want a record. Did it say it won any records or anything?
It does not say. It just tells when it ran.
so like, this is one of those things. It's like, why do people not have rear engine front wheel drive cars?
Yeah.
Technically, this is literally mid engine front wheel drive. I'm also trying to figure out, like, do you still? I guess the front still steers, and they just put like a weird transaxle on the front.
Did you think the back? You thought? Could you imagine rear steering at high speed?
I
That's-
don't know. It's an awful idea, but but at the same time, it has a drive shaft to the front.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's at the front?
Oh, it's like a weird. That might be the air intake.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that. Oh, you know what?
He's
What?
piecing it together, Kurt. Let's let him
Yeah.
let him go at this.
let them start to draw the diagrams.
It said it was a 37 something,
Yeah.
but that looks like like a 4x4 front axle.
That would make sense.
Yeah, it would make sense. Also, how is this classified as a 37 something?
How many buttons do we need? 3.
On off, start.
Well, I don't see the first on off.
Yeah. Neat.
That is neat.
That is a
That is
weird
neat.
random part too of like we have this thing. I don't know. Maybe it still works.
Right, yeah. $15,000.
Here's a picture we found.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's here. Well, I mean, I guess they could be from, anywhere, but
Yeah.
and
I
then
mean,
just obviously trailer it to wherever they're gonna. I wish it said like it has gone this fast. This
right.
is its
Yeah.
record.
That's what
Yeah.
I want to know. But maybe that like ruined. Maybe it's like set a top speed of 87 miles per hour.
I was gonna say like 112.
It is GM powered. Neat.
Neat.
Neat. ZK.
Kind of like yours, this is another one of those why is this here, but I guess a little less so because Jensen interceptors are cool.
I think we got them though. Like I think they are here.
Did we?
I think so.
I don't know anything. I think we've had one on the show, and I think I said the same thing where I don't know anything about them.
I feel like we've intercepted at least a couple of them.
Hey,
I've been here all week.
I caught that.
Jensen interceptor missing back glass engages. Did run when parked.
Oh, run! Oh man, we gotta change the name of this show. Did run when parked.
Did run when parked. Some rust. $7,500. Call Roy.
$7,500.
Yeah, that seems a bit steep.
Some rust.
That's factory. I'm sure it's fine.
Of the interceptors, I don't know. Maybe they didn't change much in design, but this one isn't as unattractive as some of them were to me.
I think it's pretty cool looking. It's got kind of that like muscle car-ish vibe, but like a European silhouette.
The weird. I mean, $7,500 is going to cost you double that to get a back window for this thing, for one.
Yeah.
Or the start of your ute.
Most of the work's already done for you.
Yeah.
Also, they have a lot of other failed projects.
Seems that way.
They seem to have a problem keeping track of their rear windows as well.
There's a rear window branded on the loose. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a garage full of mistakes there, and it looks very much so like nobody's been in here in a long time.
I couldn't tell, to be honest.
I mean, the cat's been in there recently. You can see that, but
We hope it's a cat.
maybe it's a cougar. Do you have another cougar story for us?
I forgot to read. I don't think anyone in the comments mentioned it, or if they were disappointed in my cougar story or not.
No, I think people are. I thought people were going to be angry at your cougar story, that it had nothing to do with anything fun related to cougars. But I think people accepted it. People
They did like
accepted
the
your
drawing.
cougar. Yeah, people like the drawing. People want the drawing on a shirt. 'Cause people are nuts. Interesting work, everybody.
Interesting finds.
It's the wrong segment.
Oh, well, it's not mildly interesting. They were just interesting.
Okay, that's fair.
Run did when interested. Oh boy. All right. Mistakes. Let's be weird.
Never.
But okay. So because Cone infected my search results, what we have here is in 1996 Ford F-350
Uh-huh.
with gooseneck hitch, and presumably a 460.
I'm reading. Keep going.
Engine was overhauled about 60,000 miles ago. Has the 5-speed manual. Good tires. Just engine serviced. Truck
That's a
runs
good
good. We
sign.
just don't need it.
That's a good sign in a seller when they know that it has something that people would search for, has the 5-speed manual. Like they knew that people were gonna ask that, so they just were like, you know what, it has it. Don't ask me.
Yeah, the 3 things, or they put 4 things: the year, make, fuel, gas, title,
Right.
clean, transmission, manual. I don't know how many miles this truck has.
It's got a seat.
cares?
At least 60,000.
Okay.
But okay, yeah. There's a seat and a
On a
pallet.
pallet. Do you get the pallet with it?
And a hose.
Oh, free hose.
Cougar story. That looks like
A
typical
truck.
Ford abused work truck.
Mm-hmm. It looks like they like Fords. You can see another Ford in the background.
Oh
It's blue on the inside.
yeah. There's another caption. It's blue on the inside. It's got a
Yeah,
weird like bed that looks like homemade. It's good.
you like those homemade beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is another part of the ongoing search for 460, and um,
There's a
it's
toolbox.
got a toolbox apparently.
Didn't need those. Oh, that's where the bench seat went.
That's
I
where the
understand.
seed came from.
The mystery's been solved.
Can you imagine like having something like this? Building toolboxes in the back, but actually like keeping track of the seat? Like
Yeah, like presumably this would have been done. Like that doesn't. That looks pretty old.
Yeah, that looks used. That looks very well used.
So
Unlike
there's just like some barn with the seat.
unlike
for the
this back
past-
seat, which does not look very used. Huh. Good find. I want it. When can you get it to me?
I'll send you the contact information.
But no, I want it. Look,
That's
it's
the
got-
sort of thing that would prevent him.
It's got Texas mud flaps. It speaks to you. You have to get it.
Do you know how big Texas is? You know how far this could be.
It could be in the same zip code and be 100 miles away in Texas.
It takes an
Man.
hour to drive to town or across town. Or yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you're coming over.
Okay, I'll put it on my map.
Uh-oh. This honestly
Uh-oh.
looks like a mistake Kurt would make.
It doesn't it though? Because that's
Oh,
the
don't you-
segment, see?
Don't you dare.
Well, I figure I will never be in a position to own an F-Type, despite what people who follow my Instagram think.
That was
my-
classic, Kurt.
That was pretty
That was classic.
that was pretty good. So the next best thing in the Jaguar lineup would be an XK8 for $7,500. It's got the 4.0 V8, soft cream leather interior, burlwood wood dash, custom wheels and tires, and it's got a fresh detail that's worth at least $1,500 of that $7,500.
Ready for new home is if ready for new home isn't on the bingo cards that people are making, it needs to be.
Yeah, that is a very frequent thing. It's only got 80,000 miles.
Only 80,000 miles on a Jaguar. It's a beautiful representation of this classy hot rod.
Yeah, hot rod is a very strong word for any Jaguar.
Ooh, what's in the background there?
Beetle convertible and it looks like a squareback
Carnegie?
Volkswagen.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. That would make sense.
Oh, so they're Jag and Volkswagen people?
I kind of like
Maybe that's
the
what they're selling
wheels.
it. 'Cause
I feel like the wheels kind of make it a little cooler than they looked originally.
I'm not a big fan of those wheels, and I'm not seeing custom wheels. Maybe
No, I
like
mean, they're
custom,
off-the-shelf
as in like
wheels.
I ordered
Yeah.
these from the catalog.
I don't know. I think they make it look a little classier.
They're not bad.
Sorry, they're not 26s, ZK. It's not slammed.
When will people understand the donk?
If manual, this would be a very tempting car, but I don't even know if they made manuals.
They most certainly did not.
Ah, bummer.
That's a lot of switches and buttons on the steering wheel. Lots of things to go wrong. Just saying.
It's only like the Bluetooth calling and cruise control. You don't need those.
Bluetooth, Kurt.
No, I guess it is
2002.
2002. Listen. Time is a construct.
Bluetooth meant like you fell in 2002.
Those are comfy looking seats, though.
And if you don't like it, you can always turn it into an Austin Martin.
Oh, right. That is a clean engine bay.
Isn't it, though?
Professionally detailed.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
like-
professionally detailed,
I don't
remember?
like it when Kurt says things like, isn't it though? As if, yeah, I just looked at it.
Never know with Kurt.
You
This
really
does
don't.
look like something he could have bought.
I don't know why, but
didn't.
just this picture, I saw Kurt in it. Like, occasionally a car will come across my eyes and it'll just be like, yeah, Kurt would sit in that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's a sleek design, but that's just like if I thought the SVX was nightmare
Yeah.
maintenance. This is
Well,
I also think it might be boring.
also true.
I think it might be a boring car to drive. Like, nice, it's probably comfortable. But 4-liter V8 is probably not very powerful. It's probably pretty
Yeah.
heavy.
I think this was the Ford era, but some of the Jag models, like this one, didn't have many or if any Ford parts.
Oh, it doesn't have one of those crazy Ford V6s welded together into a V12 though. They're fantastic. I don't know anything about Jaguars.
Jaguars. You don't know how to
They're
pronounce it
pretty
even.
stale.
Even as a Jacksonville native, the only thing I know is that they suck. Sports references.
290 horsepower.
Yeah, it's
Well,
more than I
you just have
thought.
to stay away from anything that's also called the same thing as a big feline. So
True.
No, so-
They do run in a pack.
Wait, what? What?
They run in a pack. Are they pack animals? Pack hunters?
I don't know what that means.
Jaguars? Cougar?
Those,
Listen.
those cougars, they hunt in packs, let me tell you. Depends on what area you go to. Good time. So, no, you did not. No.
No, I did not, and I would not.
no, yeah, there was no picture of him standing next to it with thumbs
True.
up.
Yeah.
You say would not, but I feel like in the right situation, you might.
If it was $4,000,
Right.
Yeah.
$4,000, it might be like,
saying
I could be a Jaguar
saying-
owner. I could make a joke on Instagram and then sell it.
Yes. Break even.
I have my doubts.
No.
Mine. Yeah. I'll take it. Sounds good, ZK. I'll take it. That's it.
Listen, you.
All right, moving on. Where do we go next? Where does it take us? How about
Wait.
mild? No, that was it.
What just happened?
That was it. I think you missed it, Kurt. That was it. That was. I'll take it.
that was it.
That was it.
Okay.
That was it, Kurt. Like that was it.
So you're saying now I have to buy the Jaguar?
Yes.
Is that the? We have to recomplete the trifecta.
That's how things work, Kurt. I love it when mild and interesting is something that I don't remember what I picked. All right, we'll see.
Looks Celica-y? No.
Did. Oh no, it's not
Oh.
nearly that exciting. It is a 1985 Renault Alliance by AMC. Seller's description. The nicest 85 Alliance DL convertible you will ever find. This car was kept by an AMC dealer near the factory and meticulously maintained over the years. It features the 1.7-liter overhead cam engine, 5-speed manual transmission, power brakes, and a very, very long list of things that try to make this sound like a very interesting vehicle. But why?
Yeah.
And $5,000 now, and like, I guess you could use it in like Radwood with it, but oh no.
But a Renault by AMC? That's a recipe for success right there.
Right. That's almost as good as like, I don't know, Jeep by Fiat.
Or
Um,
what was it? Chrysler by Maserati, or vice
oh
versa.
yeah, was it Maserati by Chrysler or Chrysler by Maserati? I don't remember. But yeah, this is basically an OEM original condition, beautifully maintained version of a car that I don't think anybody would want to be in. I just can't imagine.
No. Like I can imagine back in the day, like smoking grandma in one of these, and by that I mean she's smoking. She's not. Moving
I
on.
was, my brain went so many places right there.
Listen, we were talking about large felines. Okay, my mind is off.
You gotta roll up, grandma. There's many
Looks like a
pictures of it.
Volkswagen with the
Yeah,
roof up,
many
a
pictures of it with the
cabriolet.
roof down. Not many with the roof up, for
It's
good
weird
reason.
because like the back half or like the back three quarters looks like a B12 Sentra or B13 Sentra,
Yeah, I see a little bit of that in it. It's got some
and the front is like, hey, we need a front of a car.
right. It's got some fantastic wheels though. I hope there's a close up of the wheels.
Yeah, I do like the wheels. Those are, looking at the
Look
Wikipedia
at
page,
this.
those are the stock wheels.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
What's it supposed to be? I guess the like look was like, these spokes are not connected. How did we do it? It's it's neat. It's weird that it's here, but it's incredibly boring.
Yeah,
The 1.7 liter made a very specific 77.5 horsepower on the listing here. I don't know what they really
Sometimes
squeezed
you
it for all
gotta-
it was worth.
You are
sometimes that
really
last
worried.
half is yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go out and measure my car by the .5 horsepower. Just be right back. That's now that is mild. Let's see if we can keep this mild trend going.
Honestly, we could have almost had a theme
Could
going
have.
on here. For I have a 1980 Chevrolet Classic, actually a Chevrolet Citation X11. It's like a superhero.
I'm gonna have to stop you there.
For $6,000, you can get another super rare car for your Radwood Motor Trend Car of the Year in 1980.
Because they
V6
were really on point with that.
4-speed manual, hatchback design.
I have a feeling my dad's gonna be like, "Oh, those were so cool. I always wanted one of those." And here we are, like,
It's an all right shape. It's like a little
Yeah.
baby Impala or
the front
Caprice.
looks so like, yeah, Caprice or El Camino, Monte Carlo, that era, but then it's like too short.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting. The Trailblazer wheels are a choice too. I've considered changing this segment or just adding a segment of like trying to capitalize on the rad thing and like rad finds of the week, and pretty good. Two pretty good ones here. Was it like a combination effort between somebody, or is this all GM?
This is all GM. This is
Ooh,
It loses it in the back, I gotta tell you.
yeah.
they drew
It's
the
the-
side profile and just extruded it, and just the back is just flat. Maybe
Oh.
some louvers would help.
I hope this is scaled correctly.
I don't think it is. It's the X platform. You didn't hear about the X bodies, did you?
No.
It's an X body.
Is that Who's in the Woods?
Look at that radio. It's sideways.
Look at, there's almost nothing to this interior. This almost makes the Corolla look over-designed. These bare bones. What is wrong with these pictures?
Yeah, they like took a picture on like a digital camera screen.
Oof. Is that no? The tech red line's at 5. Yep. Um. Yeah. Oh.
Even the HVAC controls. Oh yeah, it's front wheel drive, of course.
Oh. Yeah. I thought this was gonna be rear wheel drive, and now
Mm.
no.
Front wheel drive V6.
E.
Mm.
It's neat. It's a 3-pedal car, so it gets a little extra checkbox next to it for me, but
Mm.
not too sure.
I didn't notice that before. That even like the radio and the HVAC controls are just like, we didn't really put a horizontal spot on the dashboard, so just flip them on their sides.
And those are straight out of other cars. Like I recognize that HVAC control instantly.
Yeah.
It does look like they might have rotated the text.
I don't think they did. Like, look at the text.
The bottom vent thing looks like it's the correct direction, though.
Could.
Yeah, the heat or the defrost.
They didn't have room to rotate it here. The numbers are definitely not rotated in the radio.
It does. AM is the correct direction, though. AM and FM.
Yeah, the buttons. Maybe they are. I don't know. It's hard in 7 pixel picture.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Good old GM.
Yep. You know you've done well and mildly interesting when we're looking at the lettering on the radio to find something interesting. You done
It says
good.
X11 on it. Several places.
What is that even supposed to mean? Like, what is the reference of X11? Very few X11s exist today, huh?
I wonder why.
They say
it was
X11
taking
a
over
lot.
the road of the Chevrolet Monza. So it's kind of better.
but-
I think just because it had the V6, which
What does
had
that have to do with
115
X or
horsepower.
11s? I guess it's the X chassis, and this is the 11th time they tried to make something look good. And they should have gone for the 12th.
Oh, no. It's the X series that gets to 60 miles an hour in 11 seconds.
I think that's probably optimistic. Mild. So mild. No spice at all. CK, can we make it 3 for 3?
This is a 1973 Jeep J10. It is mild because I've not seen one of these, I don't think. I've seen Jeep trucks, but not this one.
Yeah, I've seen them, but I don't
I
know see a
anything
lot
about
of them.
it. Yeah.
Why
And
does it have an underbite?
That is weird. Is that like a hunting platform, do we think? Does it say?
no, it doesn't.
Of course not.
Say,
I love it when there's things like that just go with zero explanation.
it's got a huge lower lip. Maybe it dips.
Don't do drugs, kids.
But $2,250. It is also a Ranwin Park though, so. just gotta
Oh
throw that
man, double dipping. Ask for Frank. Yeah.
It doesn't actually look in that bad a shape either, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, this is one of those cases where you'd really need like powers to come and like give you a little advice.
Mm-hmm.
It's the perfect average vehicle.
Weird. What could that be for?
That's all it is.
If only powers could give us some advice on that.
Perfect average truck.
Really afraid to bump into something.
More.
I said, if only powers.
It's the perfect average truck. Does everything it needs to do, nothing more, nothing less. The
Okay.
only thing people say is it rusted to the ground.
But like, what? Why isn't it likable? Like, what about it makes it not a good Jeep? Like, I've seen these, but I only ever see them like rusted to the ground.
It's not that it's not likable. It's literally just that it's like not careable enough. Like it's not. It doesn't inspire anything. I don't know how to word it.
So you
they don't inspire you to like.
Can it not be off-roady? Like that's what I when people don't like Jeeps, it's usually because like, oh, you can't go off-roading in that.
No, it's perfectly capable off road.
He's not making a lot of sense here. Usually, I would say powers would help us, but not today.
He's
Get out
got no
of here.
information about the big lips.
Oh yeah, do you know anything about this like shelf on the front?
Hunting. That's the only thing.
Okay, all right, get out of here. We'll call you again if we have another Jeep. Honestly, that phone a friend wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
We'll have to revisit that segment.
It was fun to try and not call an expert.
Yeah, I kind of like the look of it. Unfortunately,
Yeah, other than like the huge, like if you took off that bumper, the rest of it.
no, the bumper's got to stay. Huh. Okay. Well, I would say it's mild, but not.
Well, Powers did say that Jeep people don't even care about him.
Yeah, I think that's the most mildly interesting thing about it is that it's a Jeep that is like a Jeep by every definition, but they don't like it. That's just weird. Then again, can we really trust the owner of a Jeep Renegade? Come on.
He does have an FC though, and the CJ or whatever it is.
Ooh, if you said
I
that
don't know.
wrong,
I
he
can
is never going to talk
I
to you
know. I
again.
take that back. Whatever you have.
Hang up that call right now.
All right. Wow, this has just flown by. Hopefully, I remember to put the best ads together. I did it. Yes, good job, me. Oh, I am so proud of past me right now. What was it? All right. Yeah, this one's not. This we don't even. I didn't even need to put this one together, really. It was Kurt's off-roady supercharged out the hood Subaru. It was my Festiva, and it was the winner. The Bonka's Tonka Donka,
Yeah.
or yeah, whichever order that was. And the results: ZK with 72% of the vote. I took home a measly 18%, and Kurt took home a frankly pathetic 10%. You know what's amazing about this? I think Bonka's Tonka Donka was so popular. Straw Poll was down when we released the video for hours. And yet, this still has almost, like, the most votes of any poll we've ever put up. So, like, people liked the Tonka Donka so much that they went back and were like, no. I have to vote for that thing.
Let me know when the website is back up so I can enter my vote.
Is it still dead?
No, that's what.
Oh, you're speaking for the people.
Yes.
Kurt does jokes sometimes, and it really throws me off.
Yeah, it's really abstracts, new age joke stuff.
You're like 3 or 4 layers deep, and it's hard to keep times.
All right, so perhaps what we should do is bring our new ads into play, but let's not let ZK compete. I have found one that I know I can at least get one vote from Rat. That I really don't know what it is. I don't even know how to begin to describe. If you're only listening, I can't help you. You need to find some way to visibly see it, because it is a 2016 It Have a Toyota Motor sedans. 2016, built at home. It's unique. If you need more information, send me a private message. So either this is a really weird murder plot or something that even they couldn't describe. So what looks like a hot rod frame, but from
I
there,
was gonna say it looks like a tea bucket.
from there, I don't know. Let me just start to
looks
list
like-
weird things. It's got a towel bar on the side of it. It has porthole windows. It has
It's got square windows. It's got triangle windows. It's got rectangle windows.
the body looks like that RV, siding material, kind of.
Yeah, just the sheet aluminum or whatever it is.
It has chrome hubcaps on the rear two wheels and the spare, and some kind of weird fan things going on the side. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like you took one of those home built, like, RV trailer things, like little campers, and put that on top of a tea bucket frame.
After hacking it up.
Look at this window at the top. Like, this is true abstract art here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't decide. In my mind, this window is also like not rectangular. But I think it's just an optical illusion, but I can't tell. I can't decide. It's truly a mystery. Let's also not, let's not look over the surroundings of this vehicle. The other strewn vehicles, the tractors, oh, the hot tub.
There's
And,
a refrigerator back there.
Yeah,
Nice looking tractor.
three-wheeler.
Visor.
Does have a visor, extra lights.
Like a step ladder looking front end there.
Yeah, I really couldn't even begin to tell you what this is based off of or what it's trying to be.
The front track width is wider than the rear.
It might
I
be,
don't know
or
if
it might just be
just
optical
because
illusion
of the-
again.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think because it's got like zero offset front wheels on it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the wheels or if the front is actually wider.
It's real special. It's also up in the mountains, and I've heard things about up in the mountains, and now I've confirmed them. So I don't know what I'm gonna. I usually try to like give everybody their little phrase of like, oh, this is what it was, but I don't know about that one.
There's no interior, no engine.
No.
It has a Toyota motor. It
does have a Toyota motor.
You know what else has a Toyota motor?
What is that, Kurt?
Football.
You're the worst.
It's football season, maybe. I don't know anymore. How about a Toyota MR2 for $3,000? Anything good? We'll have to find out by looking at the pictures. New license tab, run and drive good, and call Charlie.
It's wrong. Like something's wrong here. I guess it's a body kit.
It is a body kit and a custom paint job.
2000. It's a. Oh, is that the M1?
Yeah. That's what it's trying to be. Yeah,
It's
I was
the-
trying to place it.
BMW front body clip.
Yeah.
It's got like
Spray painted.
extra.
Seattle Seahawks.
Of course it does.
Gull doors.
Why am I surprised? Lambo doors, Kurt.
Or
Lambo
Gullwing.
doors. Gullwing doors would
Lambo
be from the
doors.
top.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
They ran out of room. It's just Seahawk.
It is Seahawk. You always gotta get your letter spacing right before you bust out the rattle can.
Emoji blocking the license plate bingo card.
Mm-hmm. But there's still a hand in the picture. Don't worry.
Of
about that.
course. Of all cars to do this too.
Like the interior looks okay.
Yeah, they started with
Yeah.
something nice, and they did this.
Ooh, those wheels.
Those wheels, though.
I hope there's more pictures. Oh yeah, I wanted to see. Oh, that's interesting.
Mm.
Luckily, there's not an engine back there that has, dedicated cooling vents on the engine hatch or anything. So,
No. I mean, the louvers will let the heat out.
of course. That's atrocious. I'm offended.
Real sad day for football. And
So even Saturday for MR2s.
yes.
The whole time. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, okay, can you rescue this? But
think
then
you
see
could.
the front bumper is molded into the fenders.
Yeah, but if you put new fenders on it,
But
You
we're
put
gonna
new
get
fenders
MR2
on it.
Fenders.
Yeah, you'd have to do new fenders, new front end, and then.
Are those are just stickers? Those headlights on the front,
No,
allegedly,
those are the headlights.
Maybe.
of like the BMW.
Oh,
I know that the headlights are
I thought you meant
pop-ups.
the
But the ones.
No, I think they're
those are
three-dimensional.
stickers.
Those are
No.
three-dimensional. Look at them.
Oh, okay. Now I see it.
Okay, so
Look at the license
If
plate.
Totally
this
legal.
car, if this car was painted, you take off the rear louvers, paint it all white. What do you think? And put on some normal wheels.
Still no.
Still no?
They haven't made it better. Like, that's the problem. They've changed it, but they didn't make it better. They just made it weirder. The fact that they ran out of room for the Seahawks is what really does it for me, though. That's probably enough to earn my vote.
This car as a show car and then painted it.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do the show like the body kit or anything.
Yeah, it's kind of got
I
that,
don't
like...
think anyone competent enough to or not to pay or do the body work also has that would not care enough to just spray paint the hood.
It was probably all orange, is my bet. And then they, like, the orange was fading or peeling or whatever, and then they decided, here's what we could do.
Yeah, maybe.
I find it odd that they taped off like down the side the whole car,
Mm-hmm.
and even like the front, they taped off the little notch in the hood. We're fairly straight with that, but then they didn't want to get like stickers or any sort of stencil for the words
No.
and the number 12.
No.
That would have been too much.
Which they ran out of
Or
spray
like-
paint on.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
or
they
like
ran
a
out
proper-
on the S, too. Yeah, like
A
the first
proper
S.
artist.
I guess they just missed.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's a good one.
That's Seattle.
That's mm-hmm.
Sad day for
Okay,
MR2s.
mister.
CK, you got a lot to live up to here.
I got you a lot of text.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, bingo.
A 1937 Chevy tiny house.
Tell me more.
Yeah, go on.
It's a 37 Chevy truck with a tiny house built onto it. This reminds me of your ad, Cone, with the kind of put together home built
Kind
camper
of.
thing.
This feels like it was done out of purpose, though, not drugs.
Yes. There might have been different drugs, higher class drugs, maybe. And I'm going to try to steal your vote from Rat.
Well, no. I'm sorry. That's not... Rat will appreciate the absolute aesthetic
yes,
of
but-
mine,
You're missing a key point here, though.
which
Lone
is...
Star Watermelon Farms. And it looks like a shack built at a farm.
I really
That's
want to
a what?
defend myself, but I think you're right. I'm losing my vote.
And for how like bad it looks like they did it the right way too.
I mean,
Like,
you
it
can't
looks
drive
sketchy,
it.
But then you could not
Like a
very
freaking
fast.
GFI plugs in here.
It's done. Yeah, it's insulated. It's got windows. It's got electrical system.
What does that say?
Got a back porch.
No parking, but wait, how can that be? Is it just always parked there?
This is a paradox. I'm losing my mind.
That looks
a manual?
original.
Yeah.
So there's a hole in the floor there somewhere, but
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
excess.
That's,
Yeah,
that's just
see.
the battery compartment.
I like the CFL in the wire wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at
The
those
reclaimed
floors.
wood. So shiny.
Look at that shiny valve cover.
It apparently runs and drives.
Slowly, I'd hope. It's got a freaking corrugated metal roof.
fly off in a twister when you're going 35.
It's yeah.
Is it
But for the
really a
modern
tiny
millennial-
house?
Yeah,
I
for
mean, if
the
it doesn't,
modern millennial that can't afford any land or housing, live in a truck.
It's not a
I always
house.
Yeah, I always thought like a tiny house was about like the interior and like how they squeezed in like the kitchen and
Right.
the bed, and like
No,
it's
no,
just
you
like
got it
space.
all wrong. The literal point of a tiny house is that it's small enough to be considered. It's legalese for like how to live into something that you don't have to pay full taxes for, and because they're cheap and no one can afford a real house
But this isn't a house.
yet.
Right. Yeah. Right now it's a shack.
Yeah, right now it's a hangout place. Like it's an attraction, but it's certainly
not-
not a house.
You just add some plumbing. It's a house.
Okay.
What does that name? The features of a house.
Toilet.
That-
Sink.
besides
Sink.
plumbing, specifically besides plumbing.
Well, that's what it's missing.
A table.
A table. It's missing separation of living
It's got a
space.
roof. It's got a door. It's got windows. It's got electrical system. It's a house.
So does my car. Has a roof, windows, electrical system.
Burn.
Okay.
Oh, science.
Today's lesson of the day is to just live in your car.
Yes, houses, cars are
Well, I guess we'll
Also-
just have to see.
I didn't read any of that text that they said. Actually, there was one line, if you could go back to it. If I can read
Ooh,
it.
side view mirrors.
I didn't see it. Where? Oh. Gotta get around the house. Question mark.
Where is it? All right, here we go. I just finished the inside with an all new shiplap walls and did a shabby chic white draw brush look and insulated it really goo, so it should be like a refrigerator in the summer and an oven in the winter.
So, it's for cooking people.
Yeah, I don't remember that's a selling point.
Yeah, there's a lot of text here. I just skimmed through it.
If I keep working on it and adding stuff, of course I'll have to raise my price above $26,500.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk
Oh,
about
boy.
that. They want a lot of money for this.
They want a lot of money. They want a
Like, if it
lot
was
of money.
$2,600.
This rig looks 100 times better in person. I don't know if that's going to be true. It's probably, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool. I'm not denying the cool factor. But good is another completely different category.
But it's a 37. I don't know anything about pre-war trucks or anything.
Well, a strange assortment here. So we have Toyota powered thing, home, but not a home thing.
But not a thing.
Yeah. We have my choice. We have the downfall of an MR2.
Yes. The Seahawk.
and
Singular.
questioning what a home is to vote from this week. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. Maybe it will be not completely one-sided this time, ZK.
Well, just get better ads.
People need to
Ooh.
make worse things. Well, thank you everybody for putting up with this weird remotely recorded Random Parked. Hopefully it's okay, or else we just talk to each other for 55 minutes for no reason. So
Yeah, nobody wants to do that.
that's gross. We will see how that goes. Assuming this gets posted, assuming I make it home with my Ford F350.
What?
He's still confused. I'm in Texas right now, Kurt, getting a Ford F350.
Oh,
Powers was on the line because Powers is in the room next to me.
he's in the room.
And ZK was helping because I'm in his house.
Oh, what? That part I've done. That's news to me.
The bamboozles.
It looked like your place with that video. I didn't
Really?
pay attention to the carpet though.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought maybe you were having
Astute
computer
viewers would have
problems.
noticed no shag.
They always do.